All right, guys, I have a really beautiful message for you guys today. Really powerful, really important. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you hit the like button. I know I didn't say anything yet to grant you a like, but just like the video because it's important. And then if you stay to the end, make sure you subscribe because you are going to get golden nuggets of information. All right, deep breath in. Okay, so welcome back and welcome to those of you who are new. My name is Triana and I'm a spiritual teacher, mentor, healer, and speaker. And for those of you who have been with me, I'm glad you are here because this video is very important. This message is extremely important for you. This is only the second video on this channel. I have another channel, but my path has shifted and this is where I'm going to be posting continuously. So make sure you follow here, subscribe so you get the guidance that you need. All right. Yeah, this channel is just all about giving you the conscious leader, spiritual guidance, and mentoring just to help you to stay on your path through spirituality, through intuitive guidance, to help you keep moving forward. And so you know that you're not alone. You're doing well on this path, okay? All right. So the message for today, for some of you it's going to be difficult, but the message for today is to be grounded, to go get grounded. Why I say this is difficult? Because if you're in the South, if you're in hot Atlanta, Georgia like me, it has been mad hot outside. If you're somewhere in this region, we have like a heat dome that's been going on for the whole week. I think it's going to end on Friday, not sure, but I know that we are going to get some thunderstorms tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. But if you're kind of not in a hot zone, this is perfect. Even if you are, still go outside like early in the morning or towards the evening time. It's going to be a little muggy, but it's not going to be as hot. So this still pertains to you guys, okay? I actually just came from outside like a little bit ago. It was muggy, but it was perfect. And it just grounded in this message for you guys today. So as I said, the message from the Creator to you is to be grounded, to get grounded into your body, get grounded into yourself, because it's not about just being grounded just to be present, but you're being grounded into who you are becoming, who you are truly this person anyway, but you are becoming. And you know what I mean? Like you've been on this journey for a long time to do the things that you want to do, to become the person you want to be, to lead in the way that you want to lead, and lead as in doing whatever it is that you've came to do in this world to help the world to be better. So you know who you are, you know what you're doing. So this message is about grounding into that, into your truth, more into your truth. You don't have to see anything outside of you to know that, yes, like I'm grounding into this. It's about feeling on the inside that you are grounding into this. All right. So some of you may see things on the outside, some of you may not, but it doesn't matter because you are grounding into the truth of who you are. So I'm going to use myself as an example so you can understand the rest of this message like better. Hope I can articulate it in the best way possible. But today I noticed that I was feeling a little sick today. Like there was a spot in my stomach that was just like aggravated and hurting. And I was just like, I don't understand. Is it that time of the month? I don't know. I was like, what's going on? And as I just kept going throughout my day, I decided to just hop in the shower and be like, let me just go somewhere for a drive. Maybe I need to find something better to eat. You know, hey, whatever. So I did that. And while I was in the shower, I noticed like I just felt like putting my hand on my body where my stomach was hurting. And I decided to ask questions. This is extremely powerful. When you feel something in your body, when you feel pain, sometimes it's not about needing to go to the doctor, but I am not a doctor. By all means, if you need to go, go. I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor, but sometimes you can like just ask your pain questions. Ask these questions. What you're doing is connecting to your intuitive self and connecting your intuitive self and connecting to your body. That's what you are doing, which is very important. So yeah, I asked myself like, what's going on here? What's wrong? What do I need to know? And I just got this like tidbit of information like from the pain. It was like joy. And I kept feeling myself as a little girl and just like feeling joy. I was like, what's that about? Do I need to feel joy? And as I kept asking questions, I got to a space where I was told, like from this pain intuitively, I was told that like I am taking care of me now. I was like, I just repeated it to myself, like I am taking care of me now. And when I said it to myself, said it out loud to myself, I felt my stomach just like release, the pain just release. I was like, well, wow, this is interesting. And as I sat with the pain releasing and just took deep breaths into the space in my stomach, it was real restrictive at first, but I kept breathing into it. And as I did, and then just kept moving, get out of the shower, put on clothes, I just was able to start noticing my body more. And I noticed like on my shoulder, in my arm, down my leg, I just felt anxiety. It was just high anxiety, high anxiousness in these different spots. So I was like, all right, that's the next message. Let's go with that. And as I asked the anxiety questions, I just saw my younger self, a younger version of myself, and she was just everywhere. She was just anxious, like people were rushing her. People were rushing her to tell her to do something. I felt like my mother, brother. So it must have been maybe me going to school, or maybe we were just somewhere and they were just rushing me along. And even at home sometimes, just rushing me to move, go somewhere, go get out the way. It's just like she didn't have time just to be. And I honored that. I honored that message for myself. And I just told myself as I was driving, like, I'm an adult now. It's just me, nobody else. You don't have to rush. You can relax and you can just be. The anxiety went. I was able to understand that anxiety and it went away, and it just allowed me to ground into myself. And when I tell you, this is huge, because this work that I do and help other people, I help them to feel trust, like they can trust in life and they can feel safe. So for me, this is me feeling like I can trust in life and feel safe, because I connected to myself and my intuition and myself. So for you, maybe it's not a pain in your body. Maybe it's something else. Maybe something's going through your mind. And if you just stop and ask, why is this showing up in my mind? You're going to be led down a path of golden nuggets of information that's going to lead you to what you need to know, so that you can completely ground into yourself and into who you are. So this is really about, which it's always going to be about, right? Personal development never stops. I don't believe so. I believe you get better and better and better. But we're always going to keep developing ourselves to become who we're meant to be who we're meant to be. Like, we're going to get to the point where we're that person, but we're going to have to keep maintaining that. So you're always going to have to keep developing. So this is about developing yourself into who you are meant to be, and to ground at the same time, grounding into who you are meant to be, grounding into your true self. Hope that makes sense. It's very powerful and very important at this time, because this is our time. This is your time. This is a time where you're meant to stand up, where you are meant to be seen, be heard, be powerful, get out there and do what you came here to do. If you feel like anything like me or like other people, what's going on in the world, I'm in the USA, but what's going on here, it's like it's difficult, because sometimes it can feel like, am I going to get to achieve the dreams I have with all this extra stuff that's being thrown on top of everybody in this country right now? And even if you're not here, you're probably going through stuff too, because what goes on here affects everybody. So it's just like, sometimes there are those moments of, am I really going to be able to succeed in life? Am I really going to be able to do what I came here to do? Will this happen for me? Yes. The answer to that is yes. Because that's just a second guessing and being in anxiety and fear, and not being present into this divine connection that the Creator puts in us, that we're connected to. Another message too that I want to give you, that I tapped into myself earlier this week, is that you're meant to be doing what you are doing. Nothing outside of you can change what you are doing. Now, if you have a business, or like we all do, we have businesses or whatever, and sometimes we have to pivot or shift, but that does not mean you stop. You don't stop doing what you're doing, and it's not a sign that you're not supposed to be doing it, or, man, how am I going to actually, do people want what I have to offer now because people are scared, or people are thinking other things. People might need exactly what it is that you have to offer in this time. So don't let your doubts or what's going on outside of you make you doubt yourself. What you're doing is right. You're on the right path. And as you keep grounding into yourself, listening to yourself, and choosing to keep moving forward within yourself, so that you can keep grounding into who you're truly meant to be, things are going to work out, and things are going to be beautiful for you and beautiful for the world, because whatever it is that you are doing for the world, your desires, your goals and vision for the world, it's important, and it's going to help everybody, because we're all interconnected. All right? I hope you guys like that message, and I hope you take it, and I hope you like internalize it and sit with yourselves, ask yourselves what's going on in your life. Like maybe you have, like I said, feelings in your body that you're not paying attention to. Maybe you have aches and pains that you're just like, why is it here? Or maybe you just have thoughts that keep popping up in your mind and you're trying to push them away. Don't push anything away right now. Take it in, ask it questions, and get to the message that it wants to give to you so you can ground in yourself and move forward along your path. All right. Let me just kind of sit here, ask the creator if there's anything else. No, I think that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it for you guys. 10 minutes, record time for me, because I'm a chatterbox. If you made it to the end of this video, please make sure you subscribe. Drop comments, what you thought of the message, how it resonated with you, of course, so we can all connect and be able to help each other out, because it's beautiful to communicate and hear what other people are going through, because sometimes we're going through the same thing, right? All right, so I'm glad you guys are here. Make sure you guys tune back in next Wednesday, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.